Hello. I messed up the first one. So we're going to start on the second one. Tired and I'm having a day. Anyway, we're doing systems of equations today. And a system of equation is more than one equation where you graph them on a coordinate plane, and where the two lines crossed is your answer, because that point solves for both of the lines. Now I started here. I have y equals 2. I went to 2 on my y, and I made a line that cut through 2 right there. Yay. So that's a horizontal line. Then I went to the second equation, and I know that m is my, 3 is my rise, and 1 is my run. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to -1 here, and I am going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1, right there. And I'm going to make my line. Let's see. This point right here is the solution that I'm looking for. So I have to write the coordinates for that. The coordinates are my x is 1, right? Because I come over here and I go up, it's 1. And I go up 1, 2, and my y is 2. So that's the solution to that equation. So where these two lines cross. So let's take a look at this one. Down here. I'm covering up the big mess I made up here because I'm embarrassed because I did it wrong. Made a miss. I read one of the numbers wrong. Anyway, for this one, m equals 3 over 2 and b equals positive 2. And I have m equals 3 over 2 and b equals -3. Now, I'm sure most of you looked at that, and the first thing that you thought of was the fact that these two slopes are exactly the same. And we've talked about what kind of lines what kind of lines are made when you have two lines with the exact same slope. And so we'll graph it and we'll see if we're right. So the first thing we do is we put 2 on the B. We go up 3 and over 2. 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. And we make our line. So I'm going to do that. 3 over 2. There's my line. Okay. Now over here, I go to -3. 1, 2, 3. Make my point. I go up 3 over 2. And as you can see, it makes a very specific set of lines. When you have two equations that have exactly the same slope, you get parallel lines. When you have parallel lines, it means those two lines are not going to cross, so this is a no solution. Parallel lines are no solution. Okay, let's look at this last one over here. All right, we've got the first one, we have m equals 1/2 and b equals 1, and we have m equals 3 over 2, and we have b equals -3. So my first line, I'm going to go to 1 on my b, right? My b is 1, so I go to 1 on my y-axis. I'm going to go up 1 over 2, and I'm going to make my line. So let's do that. Ta-da! Okay. Then I go to my next line, and I go to -3 on my y, and I'm going to go up 3 and over 2. So 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2 here. And I'm going to make a line. Let's see. And look at that. This is where the two lines cross, is at that point. This is the answer. So I have to write those coordinates down. The coordinates for that are 1, 2, 3, 4 for my x, and 1, 2, 3 for my y. That is the answer to the system, because that is where those two lines cross. Okay? So sorry about the mix-up at the beginning, where I made a mistake and I had to cover it up. But you get the idea. There are no solutions, parallel lines. And there are also, you can have a horizontal line or a vertical line and still get the answer to a system. Or you can just have two lines across. Okay? So that's what we're working on. Yay! See ya.